I wasn't searching for love when she entered my life. In fact, I had made peace with the idea that love wasn't meant for me, at least not yet. My focus was elsewhere: survival, progress, building something real with my own hands. I worked long hours, slept little, thought a lot. Every day felt like a quiet battle between hope and exhaustion. I wasn't broke, but I wasn't comfortable either. Just a man trying to move forward while the world seemed to run past him. Love felt like a distraction. Then she showed up, and suddenly, everything I thought I knew felt fragile. We met in the most unremarkable way. No dramatic moment, no instant fireworks, just a conversation that lasted longer than it should have. Her name was Emily. She listened, really listened. When I talked about my work, my plans, my frustration with where I was in life, she didn't interrupt. She didn't offer fake motivation. She said something simple: "I admire that you're building something from nothing." That sentence stayed with me. Most people only admire results. She admired the struggle, or at least, that's what I thought. We didn't rush into love. At least, it didn't feel like rushing at the time. Long walks turned into late-night conversations. Late-night conversations turned into routines. Routines turned into emotional dependence. She told me I made her feel safe. That word, safe, has power. She said she liked that I wasn't flashy. That I didn't pretend to be something I wasn't. That I was real. And slowly, without realizing it, I let my guard down. I trusted her. We moved fast after that. Too fast. Sleepovers became living together. Shared groceries. Shared plans. Shared dreams about a future that hadn't even arrived yet. She talked about us constantly. Where we'll live. What we'll have. How proud she'd be when I finally make it. She believed in me, or so I thought. I gave her everything I had to give, emotionally, mentally, financially. I didn't see it as sacrifice. I saw it as love. The changes were subtle, almost invisible. She started spending more time on her phone, smiling at messages she didn't explain, comparing our life to others. People with nicer apartments, nicer cars, easier lives. "I'm not saying I want that now," she'd say. But someday slowly turned into expectation. Pressure disguised as support. And I didn't notice how tired I was becoming, not just from work, but from trying to be enough. It happened by accident. I wasn't snooping. I wasn't suspicious. I wasn't looking for proof. Her phone lit up while she was in the shower. Just one message, one sentence: "He doesn't know yet." My heart dropped in a way I had never felt before. Not panic, clarity. When she came back, I asked her calmly. She laughed. "You're overthinking. It's nothing. You trust me, right?" And I wanted to, because love makes you blind. After that, nothing felt the same. Every smile felt rehearsed. Every touch felt lighter. Every promise felt delayed. But I stayed. Because hope is addictive. Because admitting the truth would mean admitting I was wrong. And that hurt more than the silence. Then one day, she was gone. No argument. No goodbye. No explanation. Her things were missing. Her messages stopped. Her calls never came. Just silence. I waited. I hoped. I broke. Days turned into weeks. And then I found out the truth. She hadn't left suddenly. She had planned it. Carefully. Patiently. She had been waiting for the right moment. Testing how far I would go. How much I'd give. How long I'd stay loyal. And when someone with more money, more stability, more comfort appeared, she chose him. Not because he loved her more, but because he offered her the future she didn't want to wait for. I felt destroyed. Not just heartbroken, erased. Like my value had been measured and found insufficient. I blamed myself for not being faster, for not being richer, for trusting too deeply. But pain does something to a man. It strips him down and forces him to choose. Something inside me snapped, not into anger, into focus. I stopped chasing answers, stopped replaying memories, stopped wondering what if. I poured everything into my work, into building the future I had delayed while trying to save a relationship that was already over. And slowly, things change. Success didn't come instantly, but it came honestly. Projects grew, money stabilized, confidence returned, not because I wanted revenge, but because I finally chose myself. And that's when life did something ironic. I saw her again months later. She looked different, not happier, just tired. She tried to talk, tried to reconnect, tried to explain. I listened politely, and felt nothing, because I wasn't the same man she left behind. She thought leaving me was the end of my story. It was the beginning. Losing her forced me to stop settling, to stop waiting for validation, to stop building my life around someone who didn't choose me. And that changed everything. Because the truth is, the best part of my life didn't start until after she left. And the full story of what happened next, most people never expect. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and visit the channel to watch the full continuation of this story. Trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next.